Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, girding my loins and digging in deep in an effort to avoid getting tractored by another titanic alien assault in XCOM: The Long War. That's right, because like Adele, the aliens have been rolling into deep lately, storming out of UFOs 50 and 60 at a time. And once a mass of aliens that big gets moving, it's pretty damn near unstoppable. Which, actually, now that I think about it, is a lot like Adele as well, because once Adele gets moving, she's pretty damn near unstoppable too. Especially if, she's headed towards a buffet line. But either way, we're getting plowed harder than a track from Sponge's seminal 1994 release, Rotting Pinata. I'm not really hopeful about our chances for the XCOM project in the long term. I mean, if we keep getting swarmed like this, our tactical missions may become effectively unwinnable. I'm even a little hesitant to start scanning here for fear of what we might find, but it's in situations like this that I'm forced to look down at my left wrist and note my wristband, which says WWSBD. And that stands for, what would Scott Baio do? I mean, did Scott give up when they canceled Joni Loves Chachi? Hell no, he didn't. Scott stuck to his craft. He kept going back to the studio day after day and working at it until he had finally completed the greatest achievement in the history of cinema. He had filmed the movie Zapped, a movie about a teenager blessed with telekinesis who uses it to help his buddy Willie Ames cheat at roulette, terrifies his parents with his powers, and then goes to the junior or senior prom, I forget which one, and tears all the clothing off his female classmates, which I gotta say is pretty much exactly what I also would do if gifted with telekinesis, which is why I ask myself, what would Scott Baio do? And Scott stuck at it, and it was the Willie Ames Scott Baio, little confab there, that launched the whole Charles in Charge thing. And, I got Nicole Eggert, that's where she got her start, on Charles in Charge. Long before Baywatch, there was Charles in Charge, and Nicole Eggert was there. So, like Scott, if we just stick to it, we too might have a Nicole Eggert of our own someday. So that's why I ask myself, what would Scott Baio do? And the true answer to that question is actually what Scott Baio would do is quietly plow some of the hottest chicks in Hollywood for the last 30 years. That guy. Chicks love him. What can I say? Chachi, he gets the tang. But what we're going to do is get to scanning, because I really feel that is truly what Scott Baio would do in this situation. We got a plasma cannon completed. That's good. We're going to go do a little base maintenance then, since that plasma cannon is finished. We're going to go over to our hangar, check out our aircraft list. And we did recently build this Firestorm, and since we're going to have to rearm it anyway, because avalanche missiles on a Firestorm is a lot like lipstick on a pig, we'll just go ahead and put that on Laundart. Now, Laundart not our best pilot. Actually, Banjo, I think, has one more kill. Banjo has 11. So Banjo a little better pilot, but we can't really afford to have Banjo out of the lineup for a week to change his gun. So we're just going to have to trust Laundart to get it done. And one other item also that's on our list here, not at the hangar. Got to go to the barracks for this one, and that's a little bit of psi training. We're going to put in Tara Reid. Yeah, I hate Tara Reid, but this has multiple benefits. One, I don't have to look at Tara Reid for a little while. Two, I know that XCOM loves to troll me. They absolutely love to troll me. It's what it exists for, I think. And that's how I know that Tara Reid, despite only a 46% chance of success, I know Tara will be okay in this, because if there's one thing I know, it's that the game will try and make Tara Reid a volunteer. That's why she hasn't been killed yet, despite my numerous attempts to get her slaughtered in battle. She's not delivered. Tara Reid is unkillable. The enemies won't even shoot at her. Because it's destiny. That's why. Tara Reid is going to be the volunteer. It's a lot like when Luke bumped into Obi-Wan, out in the wastes on Tatooine. Fate had a hand in it. They knew what was coming, and Tara Reid is going to be our volunteer, probably. So I've come to accept it. You probably should as well, assuming we're not just completely beaten down and broken before then, which, let's face it, is pretty damn likely. Back to scanning, then. And this is going to be our council report. I have to assume our grade here is going to be like a R.
We are extremely
for really terrible.
with the progress of the XCOM project thus far.
Go fuck yourself, Optimus Prime.
Your recent results were beyond our expectations.
Are you even watching the same footage? You're completely full of shit. 6 UFOs escaped. We did nothing good. We got a bunch of troopers killed. I guess launching a satellite for some reason has inordinate positive levels of effect on our overall grade, but I'm telling you what, Optimus Prime, fuck you. I refuse your A, sir. I defy it. I absolutely will not accept it. I don't know. I'm like one of those snooty actors who refuses to take an Oscar that they win. Just, you know, send somebody up to accept it on my behalf, take it out back, and throw it in a fucking dumpster. I don't even want it. I'm giving myself the R that I deserve, and you can go to hell, Optimus.
Remember, we will be watching.
You won't be watching shit. At this point, Optimus Prime, I'm convinced that you're actually working for the aliens. You're probably sitting in an office somewhere watching House of Cards on Netflix, just wishing you were Kevin Spacey. You don't give a shit about this project. Well, there's some Titan armor done. That's good. Excellent. Alright then. Back to scanning. So our reflex cannon completed. Also good. Excellent. Let's carry on. What else have we got here? You know what? I don't... no. Not for 2 engineers. The no engineer ban is back in effect. I'm gonna say no to that.
Contact detected.
So our overseer is over Africa again. Delightful.
Contact
We
detected.
can't really do anything about that at all, can we? No, not a damn thing. So let's just send up the Candyman to go wave at the Overseer. I'm not even sure we'll shoot at it. There's nothing we can do as far as actually gunning it down.
We have eyes on the bandit.
Well, let's not exaggerate there, Bradford.
Closing on target. No joy
We're gonna
here.
get 8 seconds of intercept where we fire 2 missiles and fly away. And then let's just leave that alone. The Overseer can go off to do whatever it wants. Sure, I have plenty of those. And at this point, I'm just randomly accepting offers from the middle of nowhere for things I don't need, because our project is probably going down in flames, but at this rate, at least someone will get what they want. So congratulations, India. You hit me at precisely the right time.
Commander, we're tracking several reported
We've got
abductions
heavy
via the
alien activity
hologlobe.
over
I've got the
Hamburg,
coordinates locked
Germany.
in.
Alright then. I suppose we can do your little abduction mission, although, you know, I'm more concerned about the troopers I might lose during the mission than I am about any of the German peoples who might be abducted. Although I guess, you know, if all the Germans are gone, there won't be enough Lederhosen and Schnitzel for everyone in the world, and it would be a shame to deprive the peoples of such fine things as Lederhosen and Schnitzel. So let's put a crew together. We're saving probably our top kits. We're going to have to kind of sideline some of them. Simply because if we get another 60 alien UFO mission, we're going to need everything we can get. Rihanna is tired for an hour. Lovely. Lindsay and Sean, I don't really want to send either of them. Oh, Hugh Real Steel Jackman could easily lead this mission, though. That's fine. So let's make items available. Let's get Hugh kitted up and ready. We're going to give Hugh Titan armor. I really, at this point, want to protect my infantry guys. We don't have a whole lot of them. How much damage does that do? Man, a reflex cannon is real good. Alright, that thing is awesome. Hugh's going to be wielding a plasma rifle, however. We're also going to give Hugh a scope and a laser sight to run along with it. So there's a scope, laser sight, and high-capacity mags, actually, probably what we'll use to complete out Real Steel's kit here. And I gotta say, Real Steel looking a lot like his namesake there. He may even be the same color. Way to be, Hugh. It's a dream come true for you, I bet. And that's actually a complete lie. I'm pretty sure that's not a dream come true for you. I'm pretty sure it's actually probably your nightmare. You know what? This would be a good opportunity to get Kesha, who, by the way, fantastic to see Kesha back in the lineup. Kesha was engineered for a good long while. I'm very glad to have her back. And this will be a good opportunity, actually, for Kesha to get stuck in and get a little work done for us. So we're also going to outfit Kesha with the Titan armor. Kesha's going to be carrying a plasma carbine into battle. We're going to want to try and increase Kesha's foot speed whenever possible. Kesha does not have Bombard note. You know what? The Titan armor actually is slowing her down too much. We're going to have to go with the Aegis armor, actually. We need the bonus foot speed. Especially since Kesha's going to be carrying, you know, a 3rd unit now. We're going to give her some Chem grenades. Captures are still a top priority here, so if we can get a plasma rifle or a heavy plasma, we're going to do pretty much anything we can to make sure we get to grips with that. We need a gunner. It's probably going to be Taylor Lautner, as much as I don't necessarily like that. You know, I think Nicki Minaj actually got to the point. Nicki Minaj has rapid fire now, right? I believe she does. Nikki? Nikki, show me what you gicky. What she got? She does have rapid fire and heat ammo. Yeah, we'll take Nicki Minaj instead then. So Nikki, we'll give Nikki Titan armor because Nikki isn't exactly hugely mobile, and we got to protect that ass with everything we can. So for Nikki, then we're gonna follow that Titan armor up with the scope and alloy bipod, and then armor-piercing ammo. Actually, we're gonna go with for Nikki's final little piece of war gear there. I feel it's more useful than the 5 extra aims she gets from a scope. She's got heat ammo for robots, and the armor-piercing really helps her against the biological units. So we have a infantry engineer, a gunner. Let's get a scout and an assault trooper. Looks like it's probably going to be Mr. Tibbs and Dominic Purcell. That's exactly the way that shit's going down. So old lockdown Purcell here. Titan armor, of course, for our scout. He's going to be in a pretty vulnerable position. We're going to save that reflex cannon for Sir Sidney. So Dominic, I hate to say it, buddy, but it's still the pink can't take me home commemorative alloy cannon that'll be following you into battle. We're going to give you an extra battle scanner. And on top of that, we're going to go with a chemical grenade to help facilitate captures. And again, to facilitate captures, going to have an arc thrower, so let's just throw that on there. Sir Sidney is going to be bringing up the rear. And Mr. Tibbs will get the honor of being the first man to carry our newly patented reflex cannon into battle. There you go, Sir Sidney. How do you feel about that? Why, Sir Sidney Poitier is ready to slap the taste out some motherfucker's mouth. Well, that's good to hear, Sir Sidney. I'm glad to hear that you're on board with the reflex cannon. I personally also am quite looking forward to seeing what it can do. We're going to give you some breaching ammos, a little bit of walker servos, and then to top it all off, of course, you're going to get your patented arc thrower, Sir Sid. So good luck. You're probably going to need it. Let's grab a medic. I always feel more comfortable with a medic around. Chris the Surgeon Brown, probably not needed. Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Are you close to level Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf? Not as close as I would like, so I think Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf's going to get the call here. We're going to give him some Aegis armor. Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf is going to be toting the Slim Shady Memorial Slug Slinger. You know, I was going to say that's probably too much med kit, but this is a situation where I really would rather be safe than sorry. So we're going to go with a super abundance of med kit just to make sure. And what do we still need? Anything? Got infantry, engineer, gunner, scout, assault, medic. Well, what to fill this last spot with is the question. Could take a sniper, could take another infantry trooper. There's no way in hell we're taking a rocketeer, that's for damn sure. So infantry, gunner, scout, assault, medic, engineer. Let's take another infantry trooper. We actually have a number of decent infantry troopers. We've got huge Axeman leading the mission. Alternatively, we could take another gunner as well, but I don't necessarily want them both tired. We could take another engineer if we have a... You know what? That actually seems like a pretty reasonable compromise. Let's take Jennifer Geely Lopez. So we'll grab the Jiggly Geely, and we're going to give her Aegis armor. Let's throw a Gauss carbine on her to help with her somewhat mediocre foot speed. And for Geely, we'll go with Mad Chemical Gun Alien Grenades as well. And then for our final unit, it's going to be a mech trooper of some variety, just a matter of picking which one. You know, I think this is probably a Tay-Tay level of intervention. Now, we can't get experience for Taylor Swift, so I really don't want to... Now what? Let's do Tiger, Cougar, Woods. Actually, Tiger held us... did some fine work for us last time we had him out. I was very, very impressed with what Tiger brought to the table. And I feel that, as such, he deserves, you know, another shot. So we're going to give Tiger, fully kitted out, railgun, prox mines, grenades, flamethrower, Illyrian turbos. And that's our team, folks. Here we go. Let's go save Germany. Again. Always got to save Germany, usually from themselves. They're always starting shit their asses can't cash. You know, except for the Gaelic Wars. Solid win for the Germans in that one. Oh, no, wait, that's actually Romans. Sorry, the Romans won that one. Sorry, Germany. Sorry. All right, let's get stuck in.
Our target site is near the German border. Current updates.
I would just like to say I despise this map. I hate this map more than any other map in the game. There's going to be like 70 aliens on this map. I mean, seriously, there'll be like 70 aliens. And there is absolutely no cover anywhere from which to fight those aliens. This is the worst map in the game. It is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm tempted, I hate this map so much, I'm tempted to just simply leave right now. It is almost unwinnable. I really sincerely feel that this map is almost unwinnable. The only times I've had any luck at all is when I've simply come up this side to try and go for like a flanking end around, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try and see how many spawns I'm going to get at the same time when I simply move around to the edge of this bus. So there's going to be a pod. Alright, so there will be pods probably here, here, definitively here, and then we probably have one here, here, and there as well. This is heavy alien activity, so we're looking at like 30 aliens. We're going to take a very conservative turn here and just see if there's a spot we can even set up before we head on in. So I'm just going to stack everybody up behind this car and try and get them in a position where we won't spawn any pods until next turn. So Cougar, we head over here. That should be a safe move. He's behind the line of scrimmage. And we should be able to move anyone we need to sort of over in that neck of the woods. And we're going to leave some troopers. Yeah, I'm going to have them just standing out in the open because I don't expect there to be any alien activity. This literally should be incapable of spawning a pod. The only one who's going to be troubled by this is Nicki Minaj, because it's going to be 2 turns in a row of no fire from Nicki. But that's okay. I'm going to play this super, super cautious. I've never, ever completed this map on the Long War without having at least one trooper critically injured. So we've got floaters, and at this point I have to assume they're going to be heavy floaters. The other problem I have with this map is that all of the cover fucking explodes. You know what, Nikki? Yeah, I don't like doing it, but it's got to be done. Okay, that's actually fantastic. What we can't do is put anyone in this position because they'll spawn pods. Wait, no, we have a battle scanner. Actually, that spot should be safe. Let's get somebody with solid firepower, like, say, Real Steel. We'll position him at this corner. If this spawns a pod, I'm going to be real salty. Alright then. Fantastic. So, Tiger, head up, but stay behind the line of scrimmage, Tiger. You got to stay in the backfield. I know staying in the backfield is your forte. Just ask any of the many, many ladies whose backfield you've had a chance to experience, shall we say.
Roger, Dodger.
McBeef is good. Kesha, we're going to put right here, actually.
Double time.
So she can do some grenade work for us. Jennifer Geely Lopez, we're going to employ in a very similar fashion.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tibbs.
10-4.
That's fine. Tiger, I want you on Overwatch, buddy. Dominic Purcell. Let's you go. Oh, don't path that way, Dominic. That is. Oh.
Overwatch.
You almost got fired, Dominic Purcell. Fired from life, specifically.
There's something out there.
Yeah, it's going to be about 25 heavy floaters, I have a feeling. So there's a pod of thin men. That pod is not yet activated. We would prefer to not activate them if at all possible. Is there cover inside this bus anywhere? Yes, specifically there is bad cover. There's going to be a pod of floaters there. Alright, so our best bet then is to take Tiger Woods forward and just see what Tiger can do. But we also have to try and not spawn those thin men at the same time, which is going to be a neat trick. We have to be very careful.
Canister location confirmed.
And I would be more than happy to go an entire another turn without popping a pod, and it looks like we have an outside chance at that. The Tiger's going on Overwatch. Dominic Purcell's going to dash to here. Our goal is simply going to be to try and set up the best assault we can, so that when the go time comes, everybody's moving in concert, everybody's working together to get some aliens dead immediately. Nikki, you're good right where you're at. I want you on Overwatch.
Scanning.
McBeef, I don't really want you in a position of any kind of serious risk, which means usually nowhere near a car, but Well,
Heading to that
you
location.
can't necessarily get that achieved, so we're going to bring Kesha and Nikki up here. And do not run across the top of that bus.
I'm on the move.
Do not. I cannot stress enough the fact that you are not allowed to run across the top of that bus. Overwatch for Huge Axeman. Overwatch for Kesha as well. And I'm willing to let these thin men come to us. If they'll come to us, I would love for them to do it. Come on over here. Come on in here. Over here towards my fuckhole. By the one vehicle on the map that can explode, I'd like to point out. So those thin men are absolutely going towards other pods, every single one. So we know there's floaters there, there's going to be a pod there and there as well. I'm tempted, and by tempted I mean I'm pretty damn willing to just refuse to engage these guys at all. To just simply stay back and make them come to me. I want to see who can see an alien besides Tiger. It's just Tiger Woods and Huge Axeman, the only two. All right, Axeman, we need one hit and a kill here. Perfectly done, sir. One hit, one kill, Huge Axeman. Looking to star in the movie Sniper. What is going on with the grid here? I gotta say, XCOM, every time I try to do anything smart or clever or useful, you bone me with misclicks and fucking other bugs and glitches, and I gotta say, getting a little fucking sick of it. So Dominic, where can you put a battle scanner? I want to know where these guys are. Throw that out there. I want to see also where those floaters are, because finding the floaters is the most important part of this shit. Yeah, see, look what these thin men are doing. See right there, he wanted me to come forward so I could see that guy. He's activated, and look what's back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavy, 6 heavy floaters. And I want no part of that. None at all whatsoever. In fact, I think I'm going to fall back. And I'm more than thinking about it. I'm going to fall back. We're going to bring Sir Sydney back here. Sids is going to go on Overwatch. Nicki Minaj actually has a shot at something. I'm not sure who can see anything. Nobody should be able to see anything. Yeah, why don't you go on Overwatch?
I've got my eyes on
Shia, Overwatch for you as well. There simply is not enough goddamn cover on this map.
out.
You can take cover in this bus, but it doesn't do any good. All it does is get you closer to the enemy and killed. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to go clear back out of line of sight. There is no good way to attack this map. There is no good method to attack the enemies on this map. The only chance you have at all is to try and make them come to you, and the problem is once they come to you, there's nowhere for you to stand and actually fight them. There's nowhere safe. Yeah, so we've got a thin man back there who clearly has squad sight and is going to be sniping the whole fucking mission. I'm tempted to just leave. I don't think this mission is winnable. It's actually not the mission because these units are all units that we could kill. It's this goddamn map. There is nowhere you can actually stand and fucking fight. I hate this map. I hate it so much. So much.
They're repositioning on us.
Yeah, they sure are, and they're gonna keep doing it because this map is an atrocity. On the plus side, our Overwatch trap is actually sort of working out a little. We may just continue to fall back.
They're on the move.
And pod collapse has occurred, so now we get to fight the whole map all at once. Because even though no one has been anywhere near any of these fuckers, they all get a spawn. Where that chrysalid came from, I have no goddamn idea.
Damn it.
And seriously, there's nowhere safe on this map. We're gonna start. I'm falling back towards the exit. I'm just gonna begin moving backwards. There's no reason to stay and try and fight on this. It's just gonna get people killed. What is that? It's a floater. Well, we can't kill that or that. Not. We could wound them both and finish them off with a grenade, I suppose. Let's do that then. So, Chrysalid 1. injured, possibly not enough to be grenadable, but we're going to have to hope.
Raiding ammo, fast.
Also, we don't have anybody on Overwatch now. That's fantastic. Nikki Crater Minaj here, what can you do? Kill? No, we don't care. We want a floater. Actually, just take whatever your best shot is, Nikki. I don't really care at this point who it's on. It barely matters. You know what? Take 2 shots at that guy. That's fine. I'm sure both will miss. Oh, 1 hit. 10 damage actually is reasonably... That's fairly respectable. McBeef, do you have a shot at anything? 1 bad shot at a thin man. Actually, 2 bad shots at a thin man. But I think we might be able to get them with a different unit. Jennifer Lopez. Please kill those chrysalids. With the grenade, preferably. Also, you can destroy any cover in that general vicinity. That'll be fine. So J-Lo with just enough damage to get it done. At this point, actually, there's no disadvantage to moving forward. I'm just curious to see what we could potentially do with a flamethrower, and the answer to that question is nothing good. There's Sydney? Alright, so here's what we're going to do with Sir Sydney. Oh, no, it's going to draw Overwatch. Alright, Dominic Purcell, you have to go get rid of all this Overwatch for us. This is literally your only job this turn. Get rid of the Overwatch. That's all we need you to do.
I'm on it, Commander.
So if you could, sir, please, get rid of this Overwatch. Alright, fine work so far, Dominic. I know you don't have the best of luck when it comes to Overwatch. Usually you get shot in your big bald dome, but you're going to have to do a better than average, or at least your average, this time. We need a little better performance out of you. Man, Dominic Purcell has nowhere to fall back to. If we put him there, he's going to get grenaded. It's absolutely going to happen. Well, sorry, Dominic. You're going to have to eat that grenade. I mean, you're probably going to have to swallow like 6 grenades, because these heavy floaters are going to come up and just throw a shit ton of grenades at this bus. That's exactly what's going to happen. But Sir Sydney should be able to come up here and get a cheap kill. Sir Sydney's going to dash forward. He's going to take his quick shot at this thin man. Bat. That's a kill for Sir Sydney. Fantastic work. Well done, Sir Sydney. Jesus Christ, that was a ton of damage, Sids. And then Sir Sydney's going to fall back.
Solid copy.
This also probably a very dangerous move, since Sir Sydney is likely to get himself also be grenaded to pieces, but we're going to have to do what we can. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf there with a surprising damage output, and also Shia going to go back on Overwatch. I'd really like to find a way to get Kesha into the mix, but I'm just not seeing an opportunity. Tiger? Can you kill one of those floaters? You have even a reasonable chance at it. You actually have a not terrible chance. Go ahead and take it, Cougar. And so 1 miss for Tiger. Tiger does have double tap. Tiger's going to take his second shot. It's not a good shot, but we're taking it. We need a little luck here, Tiger. If Tiger were luckier, he wouldn't have got caught cheating on his wife, so we honestly probably should have expected that. We're going to bring Kesha back to put her on Overwatch, just in the hope that if any of these enemies come forward, maybe Kesha can get lucky and pick one off. Who knows? McBeef with a little Overwatch here. A connection. I gotta imagine this car is about to be destroyed by a grenade. Yeah, it's exactly what's going to happen. Nope, bizarrely, shooting at Tiger Woods. So Tiger Woods proving a little bit luckier in combat than he is in love. Not that I'm complaining, because I'm totally not complaining. Man, I wish proximity mines worked in the air. There's the grenade that Dominic Purcell was waiting to catch. Yeah, that we knew that was coming. That's no surprise. Thin Man's going to snipe Dominic Purcell now that he has no cover. Nope. Gonna shoot Tiger Woods because Thin Men snipers just simply cannot miss. How many fucking heavy floaters are on this map? Jesus Christ. At this point, I actually think the enemies could literally grenade our entire team to death, and there would simply be nothing we could do at it. They have, between them, if they just advanced and you threw grenades when they could, they have enough grenades that they could simply kill everyone. So Dominic Purcell is going to take one of the most dangerous dashes of his career right here.
Moving to position.
He's going to take about 25 Overwatch shots. Yeah, it was really only a matter of time before some of that got through. So Dominic Purcell getting hit there, not any kind of surprise to anyone. Also, Dominic now in a terrible, terrible spot. We are going to have to do something about that. You have one shot, Huge Axeman, that's it, huh? We may come back to you in a moment. Tiger Woods can't really afford to stand around and just take this sort of beating. Nikki, tell me you can do something good. Of course you can. Why would I expect you to do something good? See if maybe you can kill one of these floaters? Seriously, just one.
Enemy is still alive.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Nikki. That's exactly what we needed. No output. McBeef with 2 shots, specifically 2 bad shots. Kesha can probably get a kill here with a grenade, and honestly, I think it's probably about the best thing Kesha could. She's going to blow up her own car. That was very poorly done. Well, we got lucky, and it was just far enough outside of the blast zone to avoid getting herself a grenade.
I'm on the move.
That's actually good. I'm rather excited about that. Don't reload. I want to see where you can throw a grenade. If you can do anything useful with it. You can do exactly fuck all. Brilliant!
Roger that. Scanning.
Huge Axeman's going to reload and then go on Overwatch, so perhaps we can discourage one of those floaters from flanking us. Tiger Woods really needs to reload. He's almost out of ammo. We're going to have Tiger fall back. So Tiger's going to fall back and reload. Dominic Purcell is just going to try and find some safety. And I gotta say,
That's affirmative.
that's pretty goddamn dubious as far as safety goes. Sir Sidney, can you do another dash and shoot? No, you sure can't. Too far away. You could run and gun, but I don't actually see any benefit in running and gunning. So we're just going to have Sir Sidney dash and fall back. And Shia LaBeouf probably going to just fall back and reload, I think.
Ready to engage.
So it's up to Team Alien, and I'm going to firebomb a car. Nope, they're just going to slowly kill Tiger Woods, because there's nowhere to fight from. This map has nowhere to fight. Oh, a lightning reflex is Thin Man. Well, that guy is bullshit.
Adjusting sights.
And this whole pod collapse thing it's really absolute fucking nonsense. So the lightning reflex is Thin Man has wasted both of Huge Axeman's Overwatch shots, which means somebody's going to get grenaded by a floater that we can't do anything about. Jennifer Lopez is going to take a pitiful shot and miss, of course. That's not at all unexpected. And here comes a grenade that hits 3 of our units. Yeah. Or just kills Dominic Purcell. Well, not quite. Dominic Purcell bitterly hanging on. Against all odds, Dominic Purcell refusing to go down. We really have got to get Dominic healed. So, Dominic, I want you just dash. Get the hell away from the enemy, please. Thank you. Also, Tiger Woods can't really afford to take another shot. So we're going to have Tiger fall back to the one position of cover we've got. Meanwhile, the aliens slowly closing in on our one position of cover, and it's only a matter of time until they're just infinitely lobbing grenades back here, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. We'll come back to Mr. Tibbs in a moment. J-Lo can see the enemy and holo target it, so we're going to have her fire. That's fine, the miss is not unexpected, but the holo targeting is useful. It could give, Come on, Huge Axeman, you've got to do better, man. You've got to do better. Yeah, that's not good enough, Huge. We needed that guy dead. He has to be dead. Which means Sir Sidney's going to have to probably run and gun. Yep. So it's a run and gun then for Sir Sidney. We've got to get this floater killed. If we don't kill him, it's lights out for this whole wad of guys behind the bus. They will just slurp grenade until they're dead. Gotta imagine Sir Sidney's gonna miss here. Oh, surprising hit, actually. Nikki Crater Minaj can see one alien and has 2 terrible shots at it. Go ahead and take him, Nikki. At the rate you're hitting...
Missed.
Well, that actually was an improvement. McBeef, we really need this to hit. We need that guy dead. You've got to hit for me, bud. Nice work.
Damn it. Aye, aye.
You know what, Kesha? It's up to you, my dear. It's all up to Kesha. That's not good. Holy crap! That's why we love Kesha right there. Fantastic work, Kesha. My darling dear. Nicely done. Less nicely done, McBeef. Because a kill there would have been pretty huge. Wow, I was afraid for a minute when he stopped that we were about to eat 17 different types of grenade. Against all odds, we may have an outside chance here. Specifically because of a proximity mine and a grenade. It all depends on what this thin man does. Oh, thank God he can't kill Sir Sydney. That went perfectly. There's actually nothing he could have done that would have been better than that. Okay. Man, I am beside myself with glee. We actually have an outside chance at doing something positive here. Alright, so we want to err on the right side. What we're going to do, we're going to shoot out a proximity mine. Bonk. This has heat warheads.
Deploying mine.
Actually, his may not have heat warheads, I don't recall. But that's okay. Because then J-Lo is going to take a step back. J-Lo is going to go up and over, and she's going to detonate that proximity mine with this grenade. This should kill that guy and that guy at the outside, possibly do more. Yeah, there we go. That was 2 kills. Fantastic work right there, guys. Everybody, nicely done. Good cooperation, nice teamwork, excellent output. Now, Hugh Jackman, if you could buck all the odds and actually hit the same unit 2 times in the same turn, that'd be real nice for us. Oh, the hole is... I mean, it's not gone. The hole is certainly not gone. But it is looking more manageable. Nicki Minaj has no shots. Kesha, you can hit that guy with a grenade. Can you? Yes. You know what, Kesha? That's close enough. There ain't a whole lot of cover left in this bus, I gotta say. Most of the bus has been pretty well taken care of. Dominic Purcell really needs to be healed. We're going to put Dominic over here behind this car. As much as I don't necessarily like that move, I think it's really, at this point, sort of our only chance. Sir Sydney cannot kill that guy with a single shot. His run and gun is also on cooldown. But we want the enemy shooting at Sir Sydney if possible. I think our best bet here might be to simply dash. The problem is we don't know what is back there, and I really don't like the idea of spawning any fresh units. That seems like a terrible, terrible idea. Alternatively, we could have Sir Sydney run. My fear is if we have Sir Sydney run for the hills, we're going to get... Has Tiger Woods gone yet? He has. This is very much less than optimal. Alright, so heal Dominic Purcell. That's got to be done.
You're good to go.
Dominic has 2 health left. Any hit he takes would be a death blow. Sir Sydney, buddy, I don't like doing this to you, but of all the troopers we've got, you're our best equipped to deal with it, so...
Got it.
I want you to move to there. If you don't have a good shot, I want you on Overwatch. Alright, so you're on Overwatch.
Roger that. Scanning.
Nicki Minaj, you also are on Overwatch. This guy's... oh, that was so lucky. I was so afraid he was just going to throw a grenade over the bus. And this guy is really fucking pissing me off. The Thin Man Sniper Navigator, they're bullshit. They're just fucking bullshit. That's the only word for it. They're absolute bullshit. That being said, this guy should be fucking dead. I don't care if this hits. I'm glad it didn't, don't get me wrong, but if it had hit, I wouldn't even have been upset. The only thing I care about is the fact that Sir Sidney Poitier is going to kill this motherfucker. A 15 damage critical didn't put him down, but that's okay, because Sir Sidney has another goddamn bullet with your fucking name on it, prick. Suck a dick.
Negative ammo. I'm spent.
Alright, where is Dominic Purcell and how close can he get to this alien? Not goddamn very. Who has a chemical grenade, and who can get one over there? Interesting. It's going to leave Sir City in a bit of a tough spot. You know what? Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have Kesha throw a regular grenade at this guy. I'm actually trying to set up a capture here because I need a heavy plasma rifle. So that's got him in capture territory, which is exactly what we want. Jennifer Geely Lopez is going to take this chemical grenade and drop it on him. Bam. Alright. Grenaded. Suck it, motherfucker. Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure that didn't work. Much like many of the things that Jennifer Lopez has tried in her career, that one too was unsuccessful. Tiger Woods is going to fall back. I'm still leery about having one of those guys flip a grenade in there, and that would be all of the bad news. Similarly, Hugh Real Steel Jackman also going to get the hell out of Dizage.
On it.
We're going to move Hugh back to full cover too, because he's also injured.
Overwatch.
He's going on Overwatch there. Dominic Purcell could withstand another grenade, but probably not another bullet. Which is cancel. Something of a problem. I really would like Shia LaBeouf to be in a spot where he could just see that enemy. I think Nicki Minaj is going to reload.
Killing time.
I really want to mind fray that guy. McBeef should be able to see him from here, actually, right? He can. Excellent. Alright, McBeef. McBeef has Psi Inspiration, not Mind Fray. Son of a bitch. None of these guys is hurt, so a grenade isn't going to kill any of them. Dominic has got to be closer if we want to go... Well, we do have Sir Sidney, who also has... Screw it. We're gambling. We're going to gamble on it. We need that. We've got to have that rifle. I'm putting Dominic Purcell's life in an undue amount of risk. Hopefully that unit will move. That's actually my sincere hope, is that it will move. And we're going to Psi Inspiration all of these guys. I don't want anybody to panic.
I give you strength.
That's right. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf, the giver of strength. Yeah, we fully expected this. The miss, however, I have to say, was not expected. Alright, Dominic Purcell. So you've got some range of movement. Why don't you at least move to try and be in a smidgen of cover. And please stun him. Please stun him.
Subduing target.
Oh, that was huge.
Chalk up another one.
Oh, man. I'm telling you what, folks. That right there was a serious good boost in the arm. That was a nice little booster shot for the XCOM project. I have to say, my spirits had been lower than Paris Hilton after a 17-day meth bender with Lindsay Lohan. And since they would have both wound up in the gutter at the end of that, that's pretty goddamn low. I mean, they'd been in the gutter in a pool of their own vomit low. And I was feeling just as low as that particular debacle after our large UFO catastrophe that we had a couple missions ago. I was really not hopeful about the project, but our last two missions have been solid, and while I still don't necessarily like our chances, I mean, if we were at the racetrack, I'd say we're like a 99-1. But, you know, even a 99-1, once in a while, you know, there's a crash in the lead, and the first 6 horses fall down, all breaking legs, flying limbs akimbo and hooves everywhere, and then that 99-1 horse, the guy who was so far back he managed to avoid the tangle, is the guy who pays off. A number of rather unpleasant wounds there. 20 days for Tiger Woods, 24 for Dominic Purcell, but that's kind of par for the course for Dominic. 5 days for Hugh Jackman, which actually is the exact same amount of time he would have been fatigued anyway, so we're not too terribly worried about that. But most important... well, darn. I had hoped that would be a heavy, right? Well, you know what? I'm not going to complain. A heavy floater captive is good. I don't think we've ever captured a heavy floater before. We can actually do an interrogation there. Alien rifle is useful, so I have no complaints. 17 weapon fragments, also 4 meld, and a token amount of Illyrium. I'm still pretty pleased.
We will be in touch, Commander.
And we're going to head down to the research, actually, our research area. We don't have heavy floater interrogation. Why not? Have we already done it? I'm pretty sure we haven't. Nope, still just the 2 projects that Dr. V can't even start because we don't have enough Illyrium.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
Yes, yes, I'm sure you're very
Always glad
excited,
to have
Dr.
more
Shan.
help down here.
Everybody loves Dr. Shan. So that heavy alien rifle then is going to be immediately built into a plasma cannon. Just start working on that shit there, Doctor. Alright then. Still, that sigh was more of a relieved sigh. It wasn't a defeated sigh. For once, I'm feeling a little bit positive. It's an excellent note on which to wrap things up. So we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Of course, if you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. And keep your fingers crossed that we don't have an entire body bag filled morgue at the end of our next mission. We'll see you again soon.